Okay, so I got this more wrapped up. I tell you, it actually was a pretty fun project. I haven't been doing a lot of them here lately. Maybe once every couple weeks. So I was really happy to get back into it. That being said, yesterday I wasn't. Yesterday was probably, I don't know, 10 degrees warmer, 15 degrees warmer than it is today. And I didn't want to work on it yesterday. Not because it was warm and I wanted to go do something else. It was because when the parts got here, it was already fairly late in the morning, 9:30, 10 o'clock, whatever it was. And the parts actually got here. Typically, I hear the mailman pull up. He's got a fairly loud Jeep, so I can hear it. Well, he's not at work right now for whatever reason, so they got a substitute. And his Jeep is much quieter, so I don't hear it. So I don't know how long it sat on the porch. So when we found the part sitting on the porch, I just dreaded it. It was like, man, we're already late in the day, and I don't want to work on it, and I procrastinated. And then I later even went in and was telling Carolyn how I felt guilty about not working on it. I should have worked on it, especially when I found out today was going to be a bit cooler. And of course she thought, you just relax. It's okay. It's no big deal. So anyway, I was telling her how it must be the reason I'm procrastinating is because I haven't gotten a lot of mowers in here lately, and so I'm not really in the groove of it. It's I got to pull the tools out because they're all back inside. Of course, I don't have the pressure washer hooked up, and we agreed that we're not going to hook the pressure washer up during cycles of freeze and thaw. And it's not a service. When I do a service, I definitely wash it. But just working on pulleys and different things, I'm not going to wash it when the pressure washer's put away. It's just, maybe I'm wrong, but that's just the thinking. So went in and I told her, I said, it must be because I'm not getting a lot of them. I'm not in the groove, and of course the weather. When it's cold, I definitely don't want to work on it. I saw myself over last winter really procrastinating things last winter. So, but the thing is last night or this morning, I made the decision, you know what, I'm not going to make a video on this more. And the primary reason I decided not to make a video on it, although I really wanted to, was there was nothing really to diagnose. It just needed new parts on everything. The spindles and pulleys was pretty easy. He put new spindles on them, but put them on very poorly, and so they essentially just broke off without going in deep explanation what happened. But the center one, he didn't even put the top bolt on, even close to being to the bottom. So the pulley came up, the shaft fell down. It was a mess. So that was easy to figure out. Just buy all new spindles and pulleys. So that wasn't a diagnostic at all. That was just, he told me that what he did and why it failed. And then the other thing that was wrong with it is the ignition coil, which I kind of showed you the other day. I can't really tell though if it was a mouse that chewed through it. But anyway, when I went to do the diagnostic, I just took a pair of pliers and pulled it off the spark plug, and this all came out. Of course, this is sitting on the engine, so there was no diagnostic there. I didn't have to do anything. No, I got to replace the ignition coil because the spark plug wire's cut in half. But I really can't tell if it's been chewed by a mouse. It doesn't look like it's been chewed. It looks like it has rubbed up against something and wore off. But I don't know, the brake is just really weird. It's clean cut right there, but all stripped away up here. Unless after a clean cut, that might, I didn't think of that. Let's say it clean cut itself somehow and then rubbed up against the flywheel. That could have caused that. But there is one other wire under there that has some evidence of a mouse bite, just one bite. Typically when there's a mouse in there, you get a nest. There was no nest. The only thing that was in there was 2 acorns. which I've never seen a squirrel inside the engine before. It doesn't seem like it'd be big enough. So, don't know. But that was the problem. So, I didn't make a video. Well, when I realized, oh, you know what, I'm not going to make a video. It all of a sudden, I didn't dread it anymore. The dread went away. I will tell you that making videos is the dread. I mean, I dread it on this channel anymore. It's just, oh, it's a job. And I look at it as a job. I really do. It definitely isn't some form of entertainment or, you know, whatever people want to think that I'm doing. Narcissistic. You're so arrogant, you got to make a YouTube video telling everybody what you're doing in life. Well, that's not it at all. I mean, if I didn't want the money, I wouldn't do this. That is just so clear. The money is the only reason I did it. It's the only reason I started it. As a matter of fact, as you know, I'm a fairly reclusive person. Before I decided to make this YouTube channel, I didn't have Facebook. I was completely against all social media stuff. I mean, I've gotten a lot better in the last 10 years, but back then I was pretty hardcore. No, we're not going to be a big... Well, I mean, I had a daughter back then, and I was trying to protect her identity, and so it was, I just didn't. So making a YouTube channel was a big leap for me. So anyway, the more I go, the harder it is for me to make YouTube videos. Now, the reasoning behind the two channels is different. This channel, it's all about trying to come up with content and then dealing with the trolls. That's all this channel is. New content, dealing with trolls. There is nothing else in between. Of course, I make the video, I edit the video, but that's nothing. I get up at 4:30, and by 5:30, 6 o'clock, that's done. I don't worry about it anymore. And I'm so tired, I don't even really process the editing process. With the other channel, I do like it a lot more. A lot. And the trolling isn't near as bad. The video ideas aren't near as bad. Well, they're not bad at all. The only decision I have to make is, am I going to make a video on this lawnmower or not? I mean, that's just not. So those two things are completely eliminated on the other channel. The other channel is solely, the stressor of that channel is solely making the video itself. Making sure the camera is upright. And inevitably, it seems like it's almost every time there is a glitch with the camera. I don't know why. I never have a glitch with this channel with the camera. It's the same camera. It never glitches. But it always glitches on the other channel. I'll be recording a segment. I'll shut the camera off. I'll take it around. And I'll turn the camera on thinking, okay, we're up and running. And it's not. It freezes up. The camera freezes up a lot. The battery died. Of course, you get the deep with that. And then you got to disassemble the whole camera to get the battery out. And so it adds, I don't know, a 30-minute job probably takes 20 minutes more just because you got the camera to deal with. Again, I'm not complaining about the camera work. That is really not that bad. But that is what causes the procrastination, is the thought of, trying to record it. How you're going to record it. I mean, for example, today, it was just easy to drop the front end of the deck down and work on it. But for the camera, I would have had to completely remove the deck from underneath the mower, because you can't really see what I'm doing when I get into the center of the mower. And since this has 3 blades, I have to take the deck out. Now, once I got into it, I realized, oh, this deck is so huge, that would not have been a problem. But I didn't know that until I actually got into it and adjusted the camera. And I know there's going to be some troll that says, well, you should have known. You work on these all the time. Yes, I work on these all the time, but I don't record them all the time, so you don't really see the advantages, the camera viewpoint advantages, and can I get the camera underneath the mower, or am I going to have to take the mower deck off? So you kind of plan ahead, and that just causes more dread. So somebody's going to attribute my camera work with my ability to work on lawnmowers. I just know you're no good at it. So I mean, I got one comment one time I said how to change a belt in 7 minutes or something. And he said, with all the edits and the cuts and this and then that, it probably took you more like 20 minutes. Don't be a liar. Well, okay. That being said, if I didn't have to do the camera work, it'd have probably taken me 4 minutes. So, you know, everybody's got an argument that they know more about everything than they actually know. Without the camera, I went through that deck really quick. As a matter of fact, what aggravated me was my impact gun battery got cold this morning and wore out faster than I expected. I tried to keep them charged, and I only have one battery for that impact. It's a Walmart one. I should buy a new one, but this is the first time it's ever happened to me. I usually try to keep it pretty charged, but that cold weather zapped it for some reason. So I'm halfway through it and think, you know, I'm already down to 2 bars. I better stop so I don't damage the battery and recharge it. So had to go in, recharge it. But during that time, I drank a cup of coffee and ate some breakfast. So the time went by pretty quickly. But as far as actually working on it, I mean, I zipped right through it really quick. The camera would have taken a lot more. And then I jumped right into the engine, and I got this new battery operated ratchet. I like that thing. That's the first time I got to use it. That was nice. Battery operated, you know, like a socket ratchet. Oh, that was great. And I didn't spend a lot of money on it. I bought the cheap, well, one of the cheapest ones on Amazon that had the best reviews, although it did have some bad reviews. Mine has not demonstrated any of the bad reviews comments. So I really like that. I'm glad I got that. That saved a ton of time. So I'm going to cut it short. This is Sunday. So if you'll click this up next box to take the video over to my channel, it'll be a brand new video day. I really appreciate it. Go check it out. So if I can inspire you to not dread it, so you can live your dreams. Thanks for watching.